AI is probably going to take over the world. But until it does, why don't we use it for good? Like creating some winning football strategies for the 26-27 season. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use OddAlerts AI to create winning systems in seconds for the funnel, which is automated, always on live alerts, and for quick filters as well, powerful pre-match filters, narrowing down thousands of games to create sensible and powerful shortlists ahead of the weekend. And that's not all. We're going to go through all of the updates that have been pushed to OddAlerts in June and July. It's been a very busy summer, especially given that we had a World Cup as well. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So the first AI feature that I'm going to show you to help you with your football in 26-27 is via quick filters. We've got 4 different AI features to show you in this video, as well as many other new tools and updates around the site. So when you go to create a quick filter, you will now see this button, this call to action, and you can build a filter with OddAlerts AI. Let's click it, and then it will give you some examples of the types of queries that you can generate or that you can prompt. But to be honest, it is an open book. You can put in here whatever you like, and it will generate a filter for you. So for example, you could say, I want games with a high chance of BTTS, with a high chance of over 1.5 goals. You can also filter on the odds, the probability, the live data, if you want to create a live filter using quick filters in this way. I'm going to show you a few examples right now. So here's the first example. I didn't record myself typing. I thought that would be a bit boring, but this says a filter for BTTS that focuses on the away teams. If you are a regular viewer of the channel, whenever I've covered other tutorials, especially for BTTS, you will know that I do like to lean on the away team. I think if you've got a strong away team that is expected to win or expected to score, certainly, then the home team, if they are capable or not terrible, as we have said, in this filter, the home team should not be terrible with 1.2 points per game at home. They can always get a goal, can't they? They can fight back in the game. BTTS probability should be 55% or higher. We can click build filter. It will go away. It will analyze what you've said, and then it will do its best to put together some filters based on what you've said. And we see here, we have that away scoring record, 80% or more. We have points per game for the home team of 1.2 minimum, and then the BTTS probability model, and it's actually going to sort the filter. If you click add to filter, we will do that, and then there are your 3 rules. That is enough to get you going, certainly, and then you can add more here. You really can add a huge amount of rules. As you can see, there is a great array. We can hit search, see if there's any games on Friday as I record this, and we see we've got BTTS at 80% in Australia. We've got quite a few games from Australia, from Finland, as expected. We've got games from Norway that also match these credentials. So that is one way you can do it. I was quite specific in my prompt to OddAlerts AI there. Let's be a little bit more vague and see what kind of filter we get back. So for this second example, I am actually just saying a filter for over 2.5 goals, where both teams have been scoring 1.5 goals each in recent games. Let's see what it thinks about that term, recent games. Both teams should be no stranger to conceding goals. So we're not filtering for odds here or probability or any live metrics. We click build filter, and let's see what it comes back with in this example. So it is going to lean on the probability model. It's going to look at the scoring occurrences across the last 10 games for scored over 1.5 goals, and it's going to do the same for conceded 0.5 goals. So you can see already how this tool is going to save you so much time. If you have a theory, if you have an idea on a filter, or if you have an idea on the sort of teams that you like to come across during your research, maybe you've spotted patterns, you see a certain team and you want to try and replicate that, this is a good way to do that. So we can hit search, and we do get games via this filter as well. And what you can do, of course, if you are new to quick filters, you can take those settings and apply them to the next 7 days. And then you can see we have a whole range of games, a lot of games from Australia. And of course, if you are looking at goals, Australia, Norway, Finland, especially as I record this in pre-season for most of Europe, they are the certain leagues that are going to be popping up on your filters. So that was AI as it relates to quick filters. Next up, we're going to take a look at the funnel. Now on to the funnel, and stay tuned if you are a fan of value betting, because we've got a lot of updates that have launched between June and July that we will get to after this section. So the funnel, what is it? It is our in-play scanner that is always on, always working for you, completely automated, looking at the markets every single second of every single day. Don't worry, it doesn't get tired, it's a robot. You can click there where I just click to edit your settings. There is a setting for each market. So let's take the home win, for example. And again, you have this new call to action here. And what we can do is adjust the settings with AI. So let me give you a concrete example. So here is the prompt that I've put together, and we're looking at the home win here. So again, OddAlerts AI in this context has access to all of the available settings and rules and customizations that are available on the funnel. So you can tell it to just look at the Premier League or the EFL if you wanted to. You could tell it to exclude women's football. We're going to go with some of the more popular settings in this prompt. So alert for the home win when the home team has had 4 shots on target. The odds are 1.9, so I am actually specifying the odds that I want to see when it triggers. And the pressure is 65% or higher for the home team. And now we can also include pre-match stats to qualify the game. So we can say the away team should have conceded a goal or more in every one of their last 5 games. And if you missed it as well, also in the summer, you can now say, for example, the home team has had 5 more shots than the opponent, or they've had 10 more dangerous attacks than the away team. You can do it in gaps like that. So you don't have to specify exact amounts. If you just want to know they've had X amount more than the opponent, you can do that now, which is pretty powerful as well. So let's build these settings. It'll go away, it'll look at all the rules and analyze what we've actually asked it to do, and then it will come back with a ready-made filter for us. And there we have it. It says ready to review. Alerts on the home win market when live odds are at least 1.9 and the home team is showing strong attacking signals. 4 shots on target and 65% pressure. It's absolutely nailed what we were asking of it. And you can see the specific stats here. Minimum probability, 65% for the home win. Away team, last 5 games, clean sheet is 0. Minimum odds increase, 25%. We've got the minimum live odds set, so it will not trigger unless we hit 1.9. The alert is going to trigger before 75 minutes. We can adjust that if we want. Let's apply this setup. And there it is. It is done. You can go to the in-game tab to see your settings. You've got the home shots here, the home pressure. You can add as many more as you like. And we can actually see there are 200 plus fixtures that match this in the next 5 days. And you can actually click view and get a quick look at the games that will enter your funnel at that first stage. And then of course, the in-game data and stats and odds will take over from that. So that is the funnel, always on, working for you, and now easier than ever to set up with OddAlerts AI. Next up, a break from OddAlerts AI, and we are looking at our Value Bets app here. I'm going to show you a profitable system that I have, and I'm also going to walk through all of the updates and changes that we have made this summer. So we're looking here at a under 2.5 goals strategy, and yeah, there's been a lot of changes and updates, and I've been listening to feedback from users and just applying it as and when I can. So now you can make a strategy your default. So if I click this, it will now be the first strategy we see when we go to the feed, when we open up the app, when it is time to check your value bets, or when you've got an alert and you're going to the Value Bets app to check that out. You can also hide strategies that you're not using at the moment or markets that you're not really bothered about. You can hide them from the menu. You can also now add multiple bookmakers to a strategy. So, for example, this is getting the best prices from all bookmakers, but what you could do is look at Bet365, 1xBet, William Hill, Betfair Exchange, and then leave the rest. Or you could just look at maybe 1xBet and Bet365. It's completely up to you, but the option is now there, and this works seamlessly with the alerts as well. You will get multiple alerts for both bookmakers if you enable a couple of bookmakers on this part of the settings, for example. So next up, the profit calculator. This takes your settings and backtests it by default across the last 120 days. You can look back much further if you like. We can see that across the last 120 days, this system has produced 87 units of profit. That's not bad, is it, for the off-season especially? We can see where the money was won and lost using this very nice chart. We can see the recent results, and we can also use the bankroll simulator. So you can adjust your starting bankroll and see how you would have done, and you can adjust the staking method as well. 1% of bankroll, 2%, 5%, half Kelly, quarter Kelly, totally up to you. You can download the results, you can download the upcoming games as well. Not much has changed there. We have improved the UI, of course. These next pages are where the changes come in, and they are pretty impressive and powerful. The reliability page now gives you a rating for your system. We can see here this one has an 85% rating out of 100, of course. And we can see that you've got ratings for things like sample size, the overall return, recent results, 100, that's not bad. Consistency over time, 75%, very, very respectable. The league mix, this is the consistency of the leagues that are coming in. So is there an over-reliance on a certain competition or certain country? And 100 is fantastic. So no over-reliance on a certain league, especially in this system, which is always good. The downside risk, 58%. So there may have been a big losing streak with this system, which is to be expected with value betting. You have to acknowledge and accept that there will be downturns in systems. It's rare that you get a system where there aren't trends of defeats. You have to just take it on the head. There's no other way. If you've not got the discipline, then you shouldn't be value betting. It should be a systematic approach. You shouldn't be bringing emotion into it, really. And if you've done your homework and you've paper traded and you've used tools like this to build confidence in a system, then you should have no problem with losing a few games. And also on this tab, we have this new section which takes the historic 70%, the baseline 70% of the results, and then compares against the 30% as well. So it can then break down the system into periods and see if you are performing as expected or if it's a system that needs some work, shall we say. The next tab is the Improve tab. This is a very good tab. This is a special tab. People are absolutely loving this, and for good reason. It improves your systems. Whilst you are hitting get and generating your profit and doing the back test, it now also tests other close variations of your settings for you and presents you with this. Raise the minimum odds to 2.75. Why? Test whether avoiding shorter prices improves returns. That's what it's tested for you. And all bets across the same period, 852. And the yield change, 7.41% increase by raising the minimum odds. And you can do all this yourself as well, because as you'll see in a minute, we've got a details tab where you can see the breakdown of profit per odds range. But clicking this button doesn't replace your settings. It creates a new strategy that you can rename to something. So yeah, you can just apply this, then check it out in more detail. So this is a really cool feature, of course, because improving strategies is hard. It takes time. But if we can help you do that in a couple of seconds, that's pretty good. And I mentioned the details tab. Here it is. We have a breakdown of how and where your filtered stuff, and we can see the value range doing the heavy lifting on this specific filter. We can also have a performance breakdown here by day, by value, by odds, and by competition as well. So that is the new and improved performance calculator, the profit calculator on the Value Bets app. Now, the next feature I want to show you is from the bet slip generator. I will link all of these in the description, by the way. We're just going to use my default settings. You can get a feel for them here. We're looking at over 0.5, 1.5, 2.5 goals, BTTS, and also team goals as well. So we do have alerts set. What this does, this is a new feature as well. You can enable alerts for this profile. You can create many profiles of settings for the bet slip generator. What will happen at 8 a.m. and 6 p.m. every day is that it will generate a bet slip for me and send it to my Telegram automatically. So that is a pretty cool feature. You don't have to keep coming back to generate if you don't want to. So we're going to hit get, and it's going to generate the bet slips for us, as you are used to. And the new feature here is that you can now actually swap out a single fixture. Let's say you like the look of this leg, or you've got a treble, you like 2 of the 3 items, you don't want to regenerate the whole thing. You can now click to just generate a single game, and you can see we now get another game. The odds update, the value updates, everything updates. So you can just click this button, or you can click this one if you don't like this fixture, you don't want to see it again. And if you want to regenerate everything again, but lock that selection, you can do that, and then you run again, and it will be there in your selection, in all of the selections, if you lock a game. So very, very useful, and it just gives you more control as you build a bet slip. So we're only looking at doubles here, but imagine if you were looking at, let's say, trebles and filtering for the Championship, the Bundesliga 2, the Danish Superliga, you know, all the leagues that will be starting in a couple of weeks or so. So this is a very, very cool tool that we use on the videos quite often. And make sure you subscribe, by the way, if you are enjoying this content, because we will be doing plenty of videos for 26-27 on the channel. Something else that launched this summer is bookmaker links. So we can see here, for example, on our odds comparison tool, or via the odds movement table, and across other tools as well, and on various alerts, you can now click view on bookmaker. We're looking at Bet365 for this example. We click it, and it will take us directly to the game, and we can just go and take a look at the odds as they are. This is not an affiliate link. OddAlerts makes zero money from this. They are direct, deep links. I would never ever have affiliate links on the website. There are no adverts on the website. You probably haven't noticed because they're just not there. We've never ever had a single banner ad, whereas other websites in the same space are covered and make money when you visit the bookmaker through the links that they share, and of course they make money off your losses as well. So we're going to end the video. This was supposed to be a quick video summarizing the changes that we've made in June and July. It's gone on for quite a while. This is one of many more changes. You can check them all out in Discord. The Bet of the Day page has also received an overhaul, but the AI football predictions page I think will be more fitting for the YouTube audience. I'm sure you'll like this. So it has been completely redesigned. It is now surfacing our probability model. By default, it's showing you the win probability. You can click to view the highest at the top. You can look at tomorrow, for example, and you can see how quick it is. It is lightning quick to load all of these games in. And we can see tomorrow, Saturday, as I record this, we've got 95% chance of a win. You can click on any of these games and view the full breakdown of the model, and also generate an AI fixture report, preview, and match preview. The other model options here, we have the correct score surfaced on this page, so we can see the games with the highest ranking for certain correct scores. We can see here quite a few games from Argentina. Argentina is very, very low scoring. So we've got 0-0, 1-0, 0-0, 1-0, 0-0, 2-0 here in the Russian Premier League women. And you can also filter by edge. We can sort by the edge that is on offer, and we can do that, let's say, for BTTS. We can then see where we have some potential value. We have some friendly games. We've got the Portugal Super Cup on Saturday as well. Let's take a look at this game in Sweden. We can zone into the probability model and see all of the output. And there's also some snippets of information for you. And then what you can do further to that is create an AI match report, which will go away, grab all the data, do its thing, and come back to you with a little report that you can read to give you a bit more confidence in this game. We now know that Stocksund are winless in their last 10 home games. Their defense concedes 2+ goals in just over 70% of games, and they've kept no clean sheets. And the away win at 2.35, that's one to keep an eye on, isn't it, for tomorrow? Definitely. And it's also suggesting a bet builder here, the away win and over 3.5 goals. And then it can give you some key stats as well. And you can also ask a follow-up question now to OddAlerts AI. That was introduced just towards the end of last season. And yeah, OddAlerts AI, keep an eye on it, because these fixture previews will be improving before the start of the 26-27. So make sure you are subscribed or you're in the Discord so that you don't miss a single feature that we add. And with that, I would love you and leave you, because I've got more work to do on the website. All links in the description if you want to check out any of these tools before the 26-27 season gets going.